Hello, good afternoon from BWBS Education Consultants here in London. Welcome to the Facebook live session with University of Hertfordshire. I have the pleasure of having Mr. James Farren with me, who's the Regional Manager, South Asia of University of Hertfordshire. So James, do you want to say hello to the audience?
Hello, thank you very much for having us today, Bashir. Pleasure to be here. Looking forward to talking to you all.
Great. Just to shed some light on who we are BWBS Education Consultants, one of the largest UK university representative agencies here in the UK with global branches. We have very strong presence in South Asia. So we have our branch offices in India, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. 4 branch offices in India, one in Hyderabad, one in Gujarat, one in Haryana, and one in Mumbai. In Pakistan, we have our branch office in Lahore. In Bangladesh, we have 2 branches in Dhaka and Sylhet. In Nepal, we have a branch in Bhaktapur near Kathmandu. And in Sri Lanka, we have a branch in Colombo. We also have other branch offices across Africa and Southeast Asia and Philippines. In Africa, we have Nigeria and Ghana branch. So the details about our branches and everything can be found from our website, which you can see down below. During this live event, if you have any questions, raise them in the comment section, and either myself or James will be able to answer them. Now I would pass it on to James for him to introduce University of Hertfordshire and what they have in offering.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Bashir. So I'm just going to quickly run you through the presentation and give you an indication of why the University of Hertfordshire is such a fantastic option for you guys to come and study. All right, perfect. So first of all, your international journey begins here. Now, it's always important to think about the reasons that you want to go to university: to get a high quality degree, gain experience in your chosen profession, make new friends, and try new places and see new things. Now, with us at the University of Hertfordshire, you'll be able to do all of those things. It's a fantastic opportunity to come and study with us. We're one of the world's top 200 universities in the UK as well. So we're in the world, sorry. So we're a young university, but we are in very, very well ranked internationally within our group. So one of the world's top 200 universities under 50 years old. We got university status in 1992. We're the second safest university town in the east of England. Now that's a really, really important thing to bear in mind, because ultimately for a lot of you guys, it will be the first time that you've ever been out of the country. Probably the first time that you've ever lived in a foreign country. So you want to make sure that the place that you're going to is a safe place. Second safest university town in the east of England, the University of Hertfordshire. Now, there's another thing that's important to add on to this as well. We're safe in terms of crime, but we're also safe in terms of what we've been doing for COVID-19. We've put a number of measures in place to make sure that our students are safe whilst they're studying with us. For example, throughout the university, students will have to wear face masks in the communal areas as well as the staff. As you move throughout the university as well, there's hand sanitizing spray on the entrance and exit of all of our rooms to make sure that you can stay sanitized at all times. We're having smaller class sizes, with some classes going online to make sure that students can socially distance whilst they're studying as well. And also we've set up a one-way system throughout the university to make sure students are remain 2 meters apart and socially distanced as they move through the university. So that's a really important thing. We're making sure that our students are very, very safe and COVID-free when they come to their studies. Now, 96.5% of our graduates and work on further studies in 6 months. This is a really important thing to bear in mind, guys, because this is your return on investment. Ultimately, the number one reason that if you go to university is to get a good job. That's why I went to university. It's why everybody goes to university. So with us, 96.5% of graduates will work on further studies. What you have to bear in mind is that ultimately, within 6 months, you'll be paying off a significant part of your living costs and tuition fees. Tuition fees are about £13,000 to £14,000. Living costs about £9,000. So you're looking at £25,000 as a total amount of money. Now, graduate starting jobs generally start at about £25,000. So you'll be able to pay off your fees and your living costs within a year, and the rest of the money that you earn from that point on will be all yours. Now, one of the biggest threats facing humanity right now is climate change. The University of Hertfordshire has been awarded the Eco-Friendly Campus Platinum Award. So not as only a safe place to study, it's also a very green place to study as well. We've been awarded the Teaching Excellence Framework TEF Gold. Now that's from the British government to measure how good a university's teaching is, and the outcome framework is how good it is to leading students to getting to where they want to go in terms of their careers and the next stage of their studies as well. TEF Gold. So when you're paying for your tuition fees at the University of Hertfordshire, you are paying for the gold standard of teaching. Now, we're just 25 minutes away from central London by train. Now, that's great for a number of reasons. Number one, you have access to London at all times, but you do not have to pay the cost of living in London. Bashir will tell you, I live in London as well. It's one of the most expensive cities in the world. It's also one of the greatest cities in the world. But you'll be based in Hatfield, which is a green, quintessentially English town, but you will still just be 25 minutes away from central London. The average cost of rent in London is about £700 to £800 a month. The average cost of rent in Hatfield is about £400 to £500 a month. So it's a significantly more affordable option.
Yeah, in relation to the, I'd like to add one point. London is very expensive, so Hertfordshire's location is fantastic. It's just close to London, so they can save a lot of money on the transport, right? By living at Hatfield, but they can still be close to London, which is one of the biggest advantages University of Hertfordshire has, as compared to other university options.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to spend your whole weekend in London, you can absolutely do that. I think the train fare to London is about £9 for students return. So it's not very expensive at all to get to London, and then it's whatever you want to do whilst you're there. You spend your time walking through the multicultural London with international hub for business, one of the major sporting events, concerts, theatre shows. Also, the transport links to 4 major airports: Heathrow, Gatwick, Stansted, Luton. Relax in beautiful parks, galleries and historic sites, which are all free to enter. So some of the best things in life are free, and a lot of those things are in London. Now, this year, where the scholarships that we're only offering for January is the early bird scholarship, which is £1,000. So to avail the early bird scholarship, students will need to pay a £5,000 deposit before the 4th of November in order to avail their £1,000 discount off their total fees.
There you go. Unlike September, this time they're lower, right? September
we're only offering the early bird scholarship of £1,000 for January 2021, unfortunately.
What about the other? Is that the only sort of scholarship, or is there any other merit scholarship?
There's no merit-based scholarships for the January intake, unfortunately.
So it's only based on the deposit payment, and that should be done by 4th of November.
4th of November, yeah.
£1,000. Okay, all right. Okay.
That's correct. Just for your information, if you can see here where the University of Hertfordshire is, in the middle of Hertfordshire in Hatfield, truly an international university. London King's Cross is described as the portal to the world, so you can go anywhere, travel throughout Europe, go further afield if you wish as well. Now, one thing that I always like to highlight to students when I'm meeting them is that if you decide to come to the University of Hertfordshire as a campus university, all of your needs are met on this campus. There's a sports village with 100+ station gyms and a 25-metre swimming pool, doctor surgery, high street bank, careers and employment centre, on-campus multi-phase spaces, 24/7 libraries on both campuses, 2 restaurants and multiple cafes catering to a variety of diets, including vegetarian, vegan, and halal. It's got absolutely everything that you could possibly want. If you never wanted to leave the university campus, you'd never have to. However, I do recommend getting out and about and seeing the rest of the country. Now, we are in the top 10 universities for outstanding course facilities. At the University of Hertfordshire, we have a hospital and pharmacy simulation centre, a television studio, car and flight simulators, one of the UK's only replica Crown Courts, Bayford's Observatory, automotive workshops and Formula student teams, a recording studio, environmental science field station, bioscience labs, and robotics suite as well. So it's really, really important where all the courses that we offer have like practical elements. So we're making sure that we have the best possible facilities for you guys to get those skills, which will make you far more attractive to employers in the future and help you get to where you want to go in terms of your careers. Now, this is the College Lane campus. This is our more traditional campus. If you can see here, I'll do it on this one. This is the Engineering and Computer Science School, probably one of our biggest schools at the university. This to the bottom left is the Arts School, which offers a range of arts programs. Here is the £50 million science building, just at the top here. Down here is the Student Centre, the student hub, where all of your queries about immigration, accommodation, financials will all be helped by our team there. This is the SU there. That's the forum, which is the key social enterprise area there as well. And further up here, this is the accommodation on the College Lane campus. So you can see it's very big, it's very green, and it's a very nice place to study, a very calm environment for you to have a great time. But there's also a great social side as well. This is the de Havilland campus. This is our more modern campus. So this is right here in the middle is £120 million accommodation structure. That's very, very new. It's very, very nice. So you can stay there if you wish. Top here is the law building. In that law building is where we have the Crown Court, which you guys can, if you're into your law, you can actually practice with and spend time there. It's the 8th most beautiful law building in the whole world, so that's an impressive feat. Here we have the humanities and the business orientated courses, also with another library right here, and down the bottom here is the sports centre. That is the sports village, a £30 million structure with absolutely everything you could possibly want there. Now, this is important, guys. When you're looking at courses, it's really important to bear in mind who's accrediting the courses, because a course accreditation is basically a measure of how good the course is to be applicable to the workplace. So if you want to become a lawyer, how good is the LLB that the University of Hertfordshire offers? It has been accredited by the Bar Standards Board, meaning it's at the right level if you want to go on to be a solicitor or a lawyer or in future a barrister. Now, that's just one. We have the vast majority of our courses are accredited. All of our computer science courses are accredited by the British Computing Society. Our engineering courses are triple lock accredited, including the Institute of Mechanical Engineers. Our healthcare courses are accredited by the Nursing and Midwifery Council. Our business courses are accredited by the AMBA, the MBA Society, and our pharmaceutical courses are accredited by the General Pharmaceutical Council as well. So you can that's just a small insight, but it's really important to look at that, guys, because ultimately the accreditation is really what determines how good a program is to help you to get to where you want to go in terms of your career. Now, yeah, award-winning accommodation. Now we have a range of accommodation available depending on what your budget is, from about £95 right up to about £200. That's what we offer, and it's just 5 minutes from your lecture hall. It's a great place to meet friends and socialise as well. Now, in terms of the tuition fees, standard undergraduate is £13,000, standard postgraduate is £13,500, postgraduate computer science courses are £14,500, and the MBA that we're rolling out for January 2021 is £14,995. Okay, and as I mentioned before, we are offering the early bird scholarship of £1,000 this year. Now, if you can see this hallway here, every flag that is in that hallway represents a student from that country. Really give you an indication just how international the student body is at the University of Hertfordshire. We have an amazing student experience, meet people from all over the world, try new activities on campus, visit London, St Albans, the rest of the UK using public transport, organised trips. You can discover our Students' Union can offer hundreds of societies and clubs to meet people and share your interests. Chaplaincy in religious groups, study on a relaxed green campus spanning 125 acres. Now, sport at heart is a great way to stay active and meet people. We have 28 different sports clubs that run the British University College sports fixtures. That's a very competitive league, so it's for all levels. So getting involved in sport is a great way to spend time at the university as well. Now, this is just an indication of what the accommodation looks like. So there you've got your room and your desk. This is the shared kitchen that you'll share with 6 to 8 other people. Here you have the your bedrooms down here, and this right here is the social area, which is attached to every single block in the university. Each one has their own one. There you go. Indication of the library, people studying away there, and that is the Oval. That's a big social hub for people to come and do lots of activities throughout the year as well. Now, this is our 25-meter swimming pool. It's absolutely fantastic. One of our labs right there, and also from the far side, that is the television recording studio. Here, further indication of our £50 million science building. And at the bottom, that is the Learning Resource Centre, otherwise known as the library. It's absolutely massive. It's got 4 floors and has all of the text, information, online resources that you could possibly need to be successful in your course. Here you go, just some other of the activities that you can be involved in whilst you're studying. Now, lots of our courses of the January have work placements, especially the courses that we offer for in computer science. Now, securing your work placement is a big, important thing for what you're coming for your studies. You can do that via the Careers and Employment Centre. It's their job to help you find a job, okay? So what they'll do is they'll sit you down, have a consultation with you, work out what kind of opportunities you're looking for, help you put your CV together, help you write applications, and guide you to the kind of opportunities that are available in the UK as well. Now, the big bit of news, the graduate immigration route will be available to international students who have completed a degree at undergraduate level or above at the higher education provider with a track record of compliance, who have a valid Tier 4 visa at the time of application. Successful applicants on this route will be able to stay and work or look for work in the UK at any skill level for a maximum period of 2 years. Graduates will be able to switch into skilled work once they've found a suitable job. That's for anyone graduating in the summer of 2021. So guys, that will be you if you decided to come for January. Here's just some more information. Lots of students like to work part-time whilst they're studying. You can do that 20 hours per week on your Tier 4 visa. Part-time jobs are available at the university campus in Hatfield and further afield to London as well. Once again, the dedicated careers and placement teams will help you find those kind of opportunities. You'll have 24/7 access to the career support online services as well. Now, I'm sure you're all very impressed by the university, so how do you apply? Well, you can do that through our partners today. They will help you with your application, but the simple process is you submit your application online, you receive a conditional or unconditional offer. If it's conditional, you submit some outstanding documents. We can go through those documents shortly. Pay your tuition fee deposit, which is £5,000, book your accommodation, receive your CAS number, apply for your Tier 4 visa, receive your visa, book your flight to the UK, attend orientation week and enrolment. Enter your requirements and supporting documents, copy of your academic transcripts and certificates, copy of your English language test results, academic references, immigration history, personal statement, copy of your passport and photo page as well. So those are 6 things that you guys need in order to submit a successful application to the university. And finally, here are our social media handles. Now, we have been putting out a lot of good social media content during this bit of time, and our marketing team have done a really fantastic job. So I highly recommend having a look at our Facebook, having a look at our YouTube, having a look at our Instagram, and having a look just exactly what we have going on. Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening to the presentation today. Thank you, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Good, good. I have some questions before we move on to the audience questions. So the January courses, I know there is a smaller range of courses offered in January as compared to September.
Yeah.
So how do you know which courses are available in January?
So generally speaking, we are offering generally postgraduate courses in January. We have the full array of computer science. We have a number of business-orientated courses. We offer all of our LLMs. We offer all of our life and medical sciences programs, as long as they're at postgraduate level. We offer a range of engineering courses. If you want to look further into that, you can find it on our website, the full list of all the programs that we're offering for January 2021.
Oh, so that's heard on the website as well, but mainly postgraduate courses, mainly.
That's right. The one undergraduate course that we offer is the LLB. However, other than that, it's very much a postgraduate intake, the semester B.
Right. I thought that there is a Bachelor of Business Administration. I think that's a top-up course that you're running in January, is it? Or the LLB is the only course for undergraduate?
We offer the top-up, yes, we do. Sorry, yes, we do. But the MBA programs that we're rolling out for postgraduate programs, that's the 12 different pathways that we offer. Now, that's a really quite, that's what we're very proud of right now. That's sort of our big program that we're rolling out and debuting for January 2021. There's 12 different pathways that students can offer. We can offer students, data analytics being one, working in public sector, healthcare. So it's a real variety of pathways for students to get the best possible experience they want and get that MBA qualification, which is so important in the modern day.
It's one of the new editions. I think this is the first time, right? The University of Hertfordshire having MBA with 12 different routes, I guess.
That's right, Bashir. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Another question is, what about the deadlines of applications and like important deadlines in regards to January 2021 intake?
Sure. So the deadline for the early bird is the 4th of November. The deadline for applications is the 6th of November. The deadline for MBA applications is the 14th of November. Now, we are aiming to get all of the CAS letters processed and out by the first week of December. We're kind of aiming, because obviously the thing is with the January and December turnaround is that that's sort of the holy period, isn't it? Lots of lots of different faiths are very busy with their own things going on at that time. So we're trying to give ourselves a lot of time to make sure that we get all of that information out quickly as possible, and students have enough time to make their visa applications accordingly.
Okay. So different deadlines in regard to applications for MBA and other programs. Is it different deadlines? MBA is 14th, you're saying?
That's right, and then everything else is the 6th of November.
6th. Oh,
6th of November for everything else. 14th of November for the MBAs.
For the MBAs. Okay. So we don't have much time. So yeah, all the students, the message is try to apply as early as possible so you don't miss out, because the deadline this time is quite early.
It's quite a tight turnaround. Yeah, January does seem to be a little bit like that.
Yeah, it's because of the Christmas month, December. Yeah, because majority of universities are closed for Christmas. Yeah. What about the application processing time? This is one of the main concerns from the students, and how University of Hertfordshire is addressing this concern. How long do they have to wait?
So we are aiming to turn around applications in 5 working days. Now we have had quite a big surge in applications, and so those waiting times at times have been slightly extended. It's also important to bear in mind that tutors also need to contribute to that process. So that's also adding a little bit of extra time over. However, we're still working towards a 5-day turnaround time model, and we're hoping to continue that The major thing to bear in mind, guys, is that we've set a very hard deadline for the CAS deadlines. So that's the thing that you really need to worry about, us getting the CAS to you on time, because if you don't have that, you can't make a visa application. So that's kind of the big critical one. So if you are interested and you do want to come to the university, I highly recommend putting an application in, and we will try to turn it around as quickly as we possibly can for you. This sort of week and the next week, obviously very crucial with, as you say, Bashir, with the deadline looming. So we're going to do our absolute best to make sure that you have all the information that you guys need in order to be successful with your applications.
Yeah, good. English language requirement. I know it's a bit difficult one because country-specific English language requirements are different. So English requirements, and I also know that there's been a recent change in immigration rules. There is a new route, which is called the student route. It's not tier 4 anymore, I guess. So there is like a 70-point scheme now. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I think essentially what they've done there.
Yeah, so in regards to the English language requirement, is it just like before, or has it changed for Hertfordshire?
So that we still accept the same English language test as we always did, other than Duolingo that we no longer accept. So we're accepting a range of online tests as well, because I know it's quite difficult for you guys to get English language tests booked in the midst of a pandemic. So we're accepting the IELTS indicator, the Pearson's test, the TOEFL test, PBT test, the password test. So yeah, we're accepting a real wide range to make sure students are able to come for their studies as well.
Okay, so the tests you mentioned, they're all online tests, apart from the normal traditional CELTs.
Yes, they can all be done online, yeah.
Yeah, okay. In regards to India, I suppose that for bachelor degrees it's 65%, and for postgraduate it's 70% on the 12th grade in English. Is that what you?
That's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, so we can waive the English language requirement if students have met that in their standard 12 for English. That's right.
Right. And does Hertfordshire offer any internal English test?
We do. We offer the PVT for Son in English test internally. Now, in order to qualify to be able to take that test, there's no cost. However, you will need to, one, hold an offer with us at the university, and two, you will need proof of previous English language. Now, that can be an old IELTS test, or that can be proof of your local test in countries. Say, for example, whatever the equivalence is in Malaysia is, for example. As long as you've got that test and you've got some proof of English, we'll be able to offer you a internal test.
Yeah, so they need some sort of proof. So if it's expired, is that
even if it's expired, absolutely. It's just we have to have something to go on to see that you've done a test before. Yeah, generally speaking, people tend to submit expired English language tests, expired IELTS.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the process? So we ask the admissions team that this is the scores, can you arrange an English test, and they come back to us, and then it is conducted via Skype, is it?
Yeah, what I've been doing is I've been invigilating them a lot myself. So if you have someone in particular that you would like to put forward for it, and they have an offer and they've got proof of a previous result, I'll be able to organise a day to invigilate that.
Right, okay. Academic entry requirements, they're available on the website, I guess. So country-specific ones they can find out from the University of Hertfordshire website. Scholarships, yeah, that was covered. Now COVID-19, and so the September intake students and the prospective January 2021 intake students, are they going to come here for face-to-face study, or how is it working currently?
So it's a blended learning model. So it's 50% in the classroom, 50% online. So a lot of students have actually also arriving quite late. So some of them are not even coming until November. So those students will actually be doing a lot of their studies virtually in their home countries before getting a flight to the UK.
Right. Okay. Good. So yeah, we covered majority things we wanted to cover. Let's go on to the question and answer session now. Let's see what comments we have. I'm going to show the comments now. Right. So here it is, the first comment. I'd like to know about admission deadline. I think we covered this, right? The
6th of
deadline,
November.
6th of November for all courses and 14th of November for MBA for application purposes.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. The CAS deadline is probably going to be, all the CASs would be released by the first week of December, as I understand. Yeah. Okay. Second question. Duolingo is acceptable?
Unfortunately not, no, sorry, we're no longer able to accept Duolingo as a proof of English language anymore.
This has become very popular. A lot of students are asking the same question. Now, Duolingo is not acceptable, but if you have attended a Duolingo test and you scored in par with IELTS like 95 or 100 or 110, you can use that to do the internal test of Hertfordshire, I guess, right?
Yeah,
So
that's fine. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Tuition fees. What's the average range? What's the average range?
So it's £13,000 for undergraduate. It's 13,500 for postgraduate. It's 14,500 for postgraduate computer science courses, and it's £14,995 for the MBA.
Right. Okay. Next question. I want to join foundation. There's no foundation in. No, there is actually, right? There is.
Hertfordshire International College, yes. So if you want to do a foundation degree, you need to apply to HIC.
Yeah, yeah. So the links are there as well. On if you go to Hertfordshire website, you'll see that there is an apply now button, and then they can make the applications, and we can also help the students to apply if they want to go for foundation courses. But yeah, they do offer Hertfordshire is offering January 2021 foundation program through Hertfordshire International College. Yeah. MBA, yeah, the Hertfordshire has a new MBA, obviously with 4 different progression routes, or sorry, not 4, 14.
12.
Sorry, 12. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, it's all right. There's a lot. I forget myself. So yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, one I can remember, healthcare. Yeah, it's there's a lot of queries about healthcare MBAs. So yeah, they have a wide range of MBAs in offering from January, which is a completely new thing. And yeah, feel free to apply for one of those MBAs. Information security. Do we have? I don't know. Do you have?
We have MSc Cybersecurity, which is one of our really popular programs, and one of the reasons why it's so popular is that all of the teaching has actually come from research done by PhD students and academics at the University of Hertfordshire. So that's a very popular course. If that's what you're referring to, Misna.
Yeah. Right. There is another question. Due to current situation, which courses are shifted for online teaching? It's actually not a list of courses, I guess. It's blended approach, is it?
It's blended, yeah. The only courses that aren't online are the ones which are medical related courses, because they have to be done in hospitals. But the vast majority of the programs are 50-50 split online and face-to-face learning.
Yeah, so there's no fixed list of courses. Like, okay, these courses are offered online or these courses are offered face-to-face. There's no such list, I guess, right?
Not really, but the general rule is if it's a healthcare course, it's not online. It has to be face-to-face, but every other course is done online, really.
Right. Okay. Right. If a student ever get visa refusal, is there any second chance to apply and get selected? Sorry, visa
Well,
refusal. Yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, that's a tough one. The thing is, once you've had a visa refusal, it is very, very tough in order to make another application to come
Sorry.
for your studies. One of the big issues with that is UKVI will have a spotlight on you and are often not particularly forgiving of that, to be honest. So, if I'm honest with you, it's not 100% no, but it's quite unlikely.
Yeah. Tough one, actually. Yeah.
It's a tough one, yeah, it is.
Um, what if it's not a UK visa refusal? What about the other
It's
countries?
it's it's the same really. I think for the US, I think they just refuse for anything. So if it's a US one, the UK is sometimes more lenient, but if it's a refusal from Canada or Australia, for example,
Mhm.
yeah, that's probably a no go, to be honest.
Right. Okay. We've got lots of questions coming in, which is a good sign. They're interested about Hertfordshire. Um,
It's good. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
yeah, there's a lot of questions coming in. Okay. So the next one, how many days does a biomedical student have to attend their classes in a week?
Well, you have to bear in mind that there's about 30 hours contact time for that particular course. So you'll probably be in every day. Doing a biomedical related course means that there's a lot of laboratory time.
Mhm.
So that's a big part of the course. So yeah, you don't think that it's going to be a part-time kind of job. It's a full-time degree, and especially at master's level, it's very intense. There's a lot of information to take in, and I know that a lot of students want to work part-time to earn a bit of pocket money whilst they're studying. Like I did that when I was at university myself, but I recommend putting that for the weekends and making sure that you focus on your studies whilst you're at the uni because it's not easy. It's you want to make sure that you're 100% focused on your studies.
Mm, okay, right. Next question. Do you have project management and supply chain management courses?
We certainly do, yeah, and we're offering them for the January intake as well. They are very, very popular courses, and it really does blend well between business and also like manufacturing side and things like that as well. So if that's what your interest is, supply chain management is one of the big courses that we offer, and the academic that runs the courses, he's absolutely fantastic. I forgot his name now, but he's a wonderful teacher, and so I highly recommend if that's something you're interested in applying for that because he'll really help you achieve good grades.
Right, right, okay. So this type of courses, like project management, supply chain management, engineering management, construction. So this school, all the courses are offered in January, or a selected number of courses?
We offer supply chain management and project management in January, but not all of those, not all the ones that you've mentioned. We don't offer in
The
January.
ones that are normally offered in September, not all of them. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks actually. Yeah, not drawbacks actually. You cannot run all the courses. But in January there is a shorter list of courses.
There
Yeah.
is, yeah. I can tell you what I can do for you. I'll share you that list now, and then you can share that with your with the people that are watching, and that way they've just got a full list of the courses in front of them,
Mm-hmm.
and that might be helpful information. Let me just post that in the chat. 1 second. Oh, there you go. So that's the full list just there. I've just put it in the chat.
Okay. All right. So where are we? Yeah. Okay. Yes, there will be a link where you can. Right. Let me put this as a comment. So And January 2021 course.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's available now on the Facebook comment section. Okay, moving on to the next question. Where are we? Yeah. Do you have master's courses for structural engineering? Obviously, the answer should be there now. If yes, what are the eligibility criteria?
Yeah, we don't really offer for that particular course. We offer manufacturing management and mechanical engineering, but structural engineering, I think what you're talking about there is probably more about civil engineering. It's not really the programs that we offer in January.
Right. I think we can check from the link. So, can you see the screen? My screen.
Yeah.
Structural engineering.
So if you scroll right to the bottom, okay. Mechanical, mechatronics, and manufacturing.
Yeah. Okay. Structural. No, we maybe similar ones, but not exactly the same one, I guess.
No.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Right. So no, not exactly the same course you're asking for, Tushan, but obviously similar courses are offered. So check the link, which is in the comment section, and you can find out which other similar courses are offered in January. Do you offer scholarships at all? Yeah, we discussed. I think he joined late. £1,000 early bird discount only if the payment of £5,000 deposit is made before 4th of November. Is it?
Yeah,
4th,
that's
4th
right.
of November. Yeah. Then students will get £1,000 scholarship, and that's the only scholarship Hertfordshire is offering in January. Right. Huge number of comments. Okay. Which course is better in terms of getting field jobs, supply chain management or project management?
If you mean field jobs, as in you'll be working in the field, it depends what field you mean. But if you want to be working outside and not office-based jobs, supply chain management and project management both will give you that kind of access. Now, supply chain management is very much about making sure one thing gets the next. So how does food get to supermarkets? How do the supermarkets make sure that their supply chains are set up for their customers? And project management is you can manage any project. Like what Bashir and I are doing right now, this is a project, and it took Bashir to manage this for this to happen. Now that's one small microcosm of that, but you can do anything with that. You can build a stadium, or you can organize an online Facebook Live session. It's everything in between, but it gives you quite good breadth in terms of going into what you want to go into long terms in your career. So both are good, and both courses are pretty essential in terms of what employers want as well. It just kind of depends on what your long-term career goals are.
Yeah, so you need to be well planned and well organized, and see how things go on. Just like us, we're doing a project, and if you can see that we've even matched the ties of our colors of ties.
That's right, exactly. Got it all sorted, didn't we?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's that. Next one, MOI from employer organization can be acceptable. I think that's from India. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you're offering medium instruction.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't accept medium of instruction. However, we do accept the standard 12 in place of to waive English language requirements. So, Parth Sharma, if you have your standard 12, at 65% or 70% for postgraduate, we'll be able to waive that requirement.
Yeah, but not MOI. Yeah. Okay.
But not MOI, no.
Yeah. Asif Hussein Kamal. IELTS test requirement is mandatory for visa, or if I get unconditional admission with alternative test. So he's asking if IELTS is absolutely mandatory for visa purposes.
Well, you need to have some form of English language tests, it's not even the English language test that you need, it's some proof of your English language skills. So as I say, standard 12 is a part of that, but that will actually go on your visa application because it will represent how the university has adjudged you worthy of being able to come to study with your English language skills. So IELTS is not mandatory per se, but you do need to have some proof of your English language proficiency.
Yeah, and that's going to be reflected on the CAS as well, I guess. What sort
Right,
of
yeah.
language requirement has been posted. Yeah, and he said alternative tests. So yeah, you are correct, Asif. You can have an alternative test, but it has to be accepted by University of Hertfordshire, and then you should be fine. You know, it's just not IELTS, but one of the tests they accept. Yeah. Next one, internal test overview. I'm not sure what it is.
So if overview, I assume that you mean a summary of it. So we offer the PVT for SUNT test. Now that test will take about an hour. There's 4 sections of it, just like there's 4 sections of the IELTS test. You'll need to have your computer set up and your headphones and speakers in order to do the listening and speaking aspects of it as well. Now, Tasnim, if you have an offer with the university and you have proof of previous English language proficiency, we'll be able to offer you that test, and we'll send you a huge document with all the instructions to help you do that as well. So we've got that all set up, so don't worry.
Right. Okay. Right. Does this just a quick question? This internal test, does the student have to request, or it's going to be automatically offered? How if they've shown some kind of evidence with the application that they have a test which has expired, or it's a test which is not accepted but close to IELTS requirement? How is it going to be? Like, how the student will know?
Well, the student will get in touch with you and say that they think they're eligible for a test. Then you'll get in touch with me, and I'll help facilitate that.
Okay, so we'll have to request for it. Okay, right.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Next one. How much IELTS score is required for MSc Software Engineering?
You need 6 with 5.5 in each band.
Overall 6 and 5.5 in each band.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Next question. Jasbir Sandhu. With how many days does universities offering interview after conditional offer letter?
Well, we have the interview once you've paid your deposit to secure your place. Otherwise, we would just be interviewing everybody. So what we want to make sure is that we only interview people that actually want to come. So once you've paid your deposit to secure your place at the university, you'll then have an email from us saying thank you for paying your deposit. You will now be set up for a credibility interview, and one of the team at the university will make that call. Sometimes I even do it myself. It might be me calling you next time. So once you made your deposit, we'll be getting in touch with you to organise that interview for you.
Right. Good. But that's post-deposit stage. I think that's called sponsorship interview, right?
Sponsorship interview. That's correct. Yeah.
Sponsorship interviews. Okay. Right. Next one, Masters in Project Management. Yeah, they do have Masters in Project Management. We covered this before.
Yeah.
Next question. What are the minimum academic requirement for foundation course?
To do a foundation, well, basically you just don't get the grades to get into Hertfordshire. So I think depending on if you do want to do a processional, it depends on which one you do want to do. So we have like an 18-week course and a 12-week course one. I can get that information for you.
I think he means the foundation, international foundation, which is HIC one.
Oh, he doesn't mean English language. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
foundation.
recommend looking at HIC for that information because each one of their courses has a different entry requirement.
Yeah, Kishore, I don't know which country you're from. If you have a question in detail at which country you're from, then we can tell you later where to go to find out what is accepted. We can send you that link later. But it's not University of Hertfordshire, it's Hertfordshire International College if you want to do your foundation course. But that's obviously, when you progress to your first year, you will be joining University of Hertfordshire. I suppose I'm correct, right? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's right.
Okay, next question. What is the minimum academic requirement for masters in civil engineering?
Well, we don't really offer a master's in civil engineering. The masters that we offer is for manufacturing management or mechanical engineering. Now, obviously, that's not quite the same as civil engineering because civil engineering is buildings, so that's not really what you're looking for, to be honest. So we don't really offer that course at master's level. We offer at undergraduate level, but unfortunately not at master's level.
Do you offer this? You don't offer it in September as well, right?
We don't offer a master's in civil engineering. As I say, it's undergraduate we offer it, but not at master's level.
Master's level. Okay. Next question. What are the requirements needed to apply for scholarship? There isn't any requirement. The only requirement is you make your payment before 4th of November, 5,000 minimum if you have an offer already, and you will be eligible for 1,000 early bird discount or scholarship. What is the minimum IELTS requirement for foundation course?
So you're looking at the lowest I think that we accept is 4.5 at HIC.
The lowest of any component. Yeah, that's.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Again, we can pass this information to you if you give your details or contact us. We can give you the exact course link or HIC entry requirements link. Next one is my own one. Obviously, this is this course link for January 2021 intake, which courses are offered by Hertfordshire. So everyone, please have a look. I think we have 3-4 more comments, and then after that we can wrap up. We had a good number of comments coming in, I must admit, and thank you for commenting and asking so many questions. Is mathematics required in senior secondary education to apply for biological or biomedical sciences?
Yes, you will need your maths. That's a part of engineering, science-related programs. It is quite critical, and computer science. It is quite critical to have your maths for those kind of programs because you're working with a lot of numbers and statistics. So it is important that you have your maths for those programs. Yes.
Is there any minimum requirement for maths or in grades or?
It depends on each country. However, for India, I believe the lowest that we accept is 45 of standard 12 for maths.
Right. Okay. Next one. Is there any undergraduate course with placement here for hospitality management?
Not for January and February, no, but for next September there will be. The placement year, we don't offer it as a placement year as such. What we call it is a sandwich year. So when postgraduate courses, you do the placement year after you've done your first year of your master's. For the undergraduate, you do it as a sandwich between your second and third year. So it becomes a 4-year program in that way. Unfortunately, we don't have that now into the following September.
Right. One question from myself: is there a main intake in Hertfordshire?
No, there's not. Sorry. No, we have semester A and semester B. Semester A being September and semester B being January. And yeah, we've got 2 intakes, so I think we're busy enough. So I'm not sure adding a third one will be the. I'm not sure if I ask for a third one, I'll be the most popular person in my team. So yeah, unfortunately, no. I'm sorry.
Okay, and it's not considered even currently as well.
I don't believe so. No, not currently. No.
Okay. I'd like to apply for credit transfer in level 6.
Yeah, so that depends on what course that you're doing, and it depends on what programs that you've currently done. So what will happen is you will submit your application with the grades that you have, with the modules that you have, with the university you've been doing it with. We'll then match it up to what we've got, and we can see if we can give you level 6 entry. Now, generally speaking, people come and do their level 6 entry for the undergraduate MBA or the LLB program, and sometimes for I can't remember now, but the LLB and the MBA are quite popular. People come to computer science can be often quite popular for students coming to do their level 6 program. So yeah, we do offer it, but it just depends on what grades that you have and if it matches up to the grades that we expect of you as well.
Sorry, the light keeps going off. It's an eco-friendly light, so if there is no
well, you're doing your bit for the environment. That's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the level 6. Another thing is, I think Hertfordshire is offering January intake Bachelor of Business Administration top-up. So that's probably the one you can have a look at, Gajendra. How many hours does the class last per day?
How many hours does a class? Generally speaking, you're looking at about 25 hours per week. So if you break that down, you're generally looking at about 5 hours per day. Now, I know when you guys are asking me these questions, what you're trying to get at is how much part-time work that you can be doing in that time. I can kind of read between the lines there, and the major thing that I always say to my students is that you are in the country on a tier 4 visa. That means that you are in the country as a student. As such, it is important that your studies come first. I do understand that for a lot of you guys, you want to get some part-time work, you want to get some international work experience. I totally get that. You know, I did that when I was a student. However, the number one thing that you have to commit to is getting your degree, because if you don't get a very good degree, you're going to waste a lot of money, and then you're not going to get better jobs in your future. And that's really how you have to look at it. This is your chance to study at a prestigious university in the UK, get a great degree, and then the rest of your life, you have the rest of your life to work. But I do recognise that you want to earn some money on the side, and you do have 20 hours per week to do that. But my advice to you would be, if you want to do that, save that for Saturday and save that for Sunday, and make sure that you give your week up to making sure that you focus on your studies.
Right. One last question, and we'll finish off after that. In regard to the questions, how can the university help me find employment after I complete my course?
So I don't know, Shabam, if you saw the presentation earlier, the major thing that we talked about there was the Careers and Employment Centre. Now, it's the Career Employment Centre. It's their job to help you guys get jobs. So they'll help you write your CVs. They'll help you prepare for the workplace. We even have workshops and interview practice. And we even have companies come to the university, set up their stalls, and meet graduates, students who are about to become graduates, to come and join their workplace as well. So we have a very high percentage for employment, 96.5% employment rate at the university, and that's with the huge focus on making sure that our students are ready for the workplace by the time that they graduate. And we also offer work placements as well, which is a nice way into the working world.
So they have industry links, yeah. So there's a lot of support available in relation to career progression and employment opportunity as a Hertfordshire student. Yeah, so that ends the session of question and answering session. It was a very productive session. I guess there's a lot of questions that people have asked, and we're glad that you're asking questions, which indicates that you are interested in studying in University of Hertfordshire. And if you are really interested, then get in touch with us. We can help you with your applications and process it and get you quick offer letters. You have heard about the deadlines as well, so make sure that you apply before the deadline to avoid any disappointment. If you have any questions after this Facebook Live session, you can contact us. The contact details are down below. You can email us, and also you can call us. Our office details are also there, all the numbers. So, get in touch, go to our website. We will help you with the applications at University of Hertfordshire. And it was a pleasure having James today with me. James, your
Thank you very
concluding
much for having
remarks.
me. Yeah, thank you very much, Bashir, for having us today. It's been a pleasure. Major thing that I'd say to you guys, if you want to come for January, please make your application as soon as possible. We're working through a big backlog of applications, and we don't want to fill up before time. So you guys have the chance to come and study with us. I think one of the big things to bear in mind is whatever happens with COVID-19, whatever happens with the world today, it's still so important to have a good education behind you. It really makes a huge difference. It's just the key that opens all the doors in the future. So if you want to come study with us, we'll be absolutely delighted to have you. Thank you very much, Bashir, for having me today. It's been a pleasure speaking to you guys. And yeah, stay safe out there.
Thank you. We're going to end this live session now. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye now.